Hello and welcome to Tic-cast 6. No witty title apart from welcome to the computer desk. Right, although not much has been going on for the last couple of weeks, I've decided to do this Tic-cast, which is mainly to do with how I've ended up like this, because I know I've given a potted history before on Tic-cast 1. Like I woke up one morning with it. Right, the general consensus of Tourette syndrome is you're actually born with it. So there's no such thing as adult onset in that sense of the word. So although my tics start to become more severe right now, in the last 2 years, it's been, looking back, it's been obvious that I've had minor tics when I was growing up. That was things like blinking too much, shoulder shrugging, and throat clearing, all of which, monkeys, all of which I do now. So yeah, looking back, nothing really changed until I was about in my mid-20s when I got mugged, and that's when panic attacks started happening. It's now obvious that these weren't panic attacks or epilepsy or whatever, because I had all the tests and there was absolutely nothing wrong with me physically, and it looks as if those panic attacks were the early symptoms of Tourette's. Before the mugging though, I had been diagnosed with depression. So we've then now got depression and panic attacks. When I was at university, I had an issue with my with OCD. OCD really is ugly head, and I took 2 years off what was meant to have been 1 year, but it turned out to be 2 years for that. And by the time I was going to go back to university, my Tourette's started showing its ugly head. So it's been a slow progression to here, rather than what normally happens is you get thrown into the deep end at the age of 6. So that's my potted history. So diagnosis. Now normally professionals don't like diagnosing until they have seen at least 1 year of tics. As I've said before, a tic is either a motor, monkeys, or vocal. Either motor or vocal. As I said before, you've got simple and complex motor and vocal tics. You know, that's a simple one. That's a complex one. Throat clearing will be counted as simple, whereas a monkey fucker would be counted as a complex. So normally you've got to wait 1 year for that. So there's that. But normally what usually happens during that time is parents find that their children have also got ADHD, OCD and or depression and or rage attacks These are all conditions that come under the Tourette's spectrum. Normally they go through the Child and Adolescent Mental Health Service, or CALMS, and depending on your postcode, depends on whether you've had a good, bad or indifferent experience. Now this is the NHS. Normally what happens is you get to see a specialist, either a neurologist or a therapist of some sort that has a specialised interest in Tourette's. Me personally, I'm hoping to see a specialist soon, so that'll be quite interesting. So yeah, there are certain avenues, but normally it's children that get diagnosed, not 30+-year-olds. But it has been known. I know a 43-year-old that's been recently diagnosed. So there we go. What else is happening? Well, I've got 2 events for my group coming up. I've also been invited to a couple of big ticky events. Yes, we all get together and we all tick. Doesn't that sound fun? If you've seen any documentaries where you've seen a bunch of people, it is that mad, bad and surreal. So, but at least we know. Anyway, I've just seen that I'm over my 6-minute mark. So what I'm now going to do is switch off the camera and edit this down so I've got all my little plinky bits and bobs floating around. So there we are. So see you soon. Bye for now.